Well, week one is almost in the books. We just got one AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets tomorrow night, Monday, with Monday Night Football week one. Week one, the Dallas Cowboys right now are mollywhopping the New York Giants. I decided to cut that game off. And you know what I said? Let's talk about the Lions. Let's make a video. Today was very eye-opening. And Detroit Lions fans, it feels good, right? It feels good to start the season off with a win. It feels good to be on the winning side of things. It feels good to watch the Vikings blow a win, let a win slip away. It feels good to watch the Bears, who were lauded in the offseason, who I believe made a bunch of moves that was going to make them a better team. Well, it doesn't appear after week one they are a better team. They weren't slated to really compete for the division this year. It was Detroit and really kind of Minnesota, but Minnesota they don't really compete today, and they lose the game with the two winners of the NFC North coming to be the Detroit Lions on Thursday night and the Green Bay Packers today. What I noticed today is that the NFC, there are a few things that are very clear, and that is the Philadelphia Eagles and the 49ers are for real. Their defense is on a whole nother level. I think the 49ers, their defense has always been fast to me, super quick. The Philadelphia Eagles defense is pretty solid as well, but they seem to be where they're in the right place at the right time. But how the Detroit Lions, the Dallas Cowboys are playing pretty well now, but I think Daniel Jones is playing pretty worse. I would have to say that right now, the Detroit Lions, after what I've seen, and I haven't watched the highlights, so I might have to follow this video up. But from the competition in which we face, if we look at, let's do this. Let's look at the NFC, because I try to keep tabs on most of the goings on around the NFL today. And it's just, there's been little to no competition. Cowboys are destroying the Giants. The Bills and Jets play tomorrow. The Lions obviously beat the Chiefs, which feel good. The Panthers got drubbed by the Falcons. The Texans beat the Ravens. Okay, let's go. The Bengals, nothing there. Okay, but I really want to focus on the NFC matchups here. The Vikings with a 3-point loss to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The 49ers completely destroyed the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Cardinals got beat by the Commanders. Well, like I said, I got to watch a lot of the highlights. The Bears and Packers, that score is a lot closer than it should be. And then if we go down to probably the second best game of the week up until tomorrow night is this game here. Obviously, after our game, the Eagles and Patriots, they look like they had a little Super Bowl hangover, and Matthew Stafford and the LA Rams kind of came alive after the abysmal season. Remember, they lost their opener last week. The Seahawks, very beatable. Very beatable. They had 13 early on in the game and then didn't score again. It showed me that if you look at the NFC as a whole, let's look at the NFC. And I know it's early to crown the Detroit Lions as anything. This team hasn't done anything. You got to be able to do something. And it's any given Sunday. You have injuries and things like that. But the Lions, man, are truly for real. And if you look at the NFC, let's take a look. Let me blow this up, because I need y'all to be, okay, it's good. It's good right there. So if we take a look at the NFC, I don't know why this is going from worst to first, but if we look at the NFC, let me see. I want to go to standings, right? We're right there, standings. We're going to do division and then conference. For some reason, it is going from the bottom up, probably because the week isn't over. So we'll have to start from the bottom here. Starting from the bottom, if we look at the Commanders, the Buccaneers, the Rams, the Packers, the Falcons, the 49ers, the Eagles, the Saints, the Lions, those are the teams that didn't lose in the NFC. So we got 8 teams that didn't lose. The NFC is done. NFC is already done. Their matchups are already over. We got 2 AFC teams tomorrow. If we look at the NFC, I mean, honestly, I right now, I'm sorry, y'all, no bias. Detroit Lions got to be 3. You cannot deny, or maybe 4. So if you look at the division, the conference, you're talking about I would say until the Cowboys prove otherwise, it would be the Niners, the Eagles, the Cowboys, the Lions. That's where we at. That is where we are at. And that means that the Lions could be legitimately the 3rd seed. Because if the Eagles win the NFC East, that puts the Cowboys at the 5th seed at best. That means the Lions could be the 4th seed, right? No, we could be the 3rd seed. Lions could be the 3rd seed, and then the 4th seed would be whoever else. But it feels good and then to watch this weekend. Like, how many good games were there? I think this is a pivot in the right direction for the Detroit Lions. And it feels good to have set. We beat the Kansas City Chiefs. We got to sit on a win for 3 days. Then we watched the miserable NFC North. 2 teams undefeated, 2 teams lost. We play a Seattle Seahawks team that we can beat. At home, we can beat them. It's just, we can literally beat anyone. I have no fear. The 49ers and Eagles, I think we can beat them too. It's going to be tough, but if Ben Johnson schemes the right, game plan, we win. We don't play either team this year. So that's not we have to worry about them in the playoffs. And we might only have to face one or both of those teams. But I know I'm going kind of further ahead here, but usually the Detroit Lions on the opposite side, we're 0-1. We're 0-1. And we're the team that's waiting on somebody to lose. And we don't have to deal with that. This is a awesome feeling. The NFC, even the Giants, man, a playoff team they are doing, I cut the game off. I was like, you know what? I'm going to talk about the Lions. Let me make a Lions video. So more stuff to talk about, man. Videos coming tomorrow. We all over the place. Let me know what you think, man. How wide open do you think the NFC as a whole is? To me right now, as of week 1, at the end of the NFC's week 1, I think the Detroit Lions are probably 4th. I'm going to be real. I haven't watched any highlights from any other team other than the San Francisco 49ers. I did that game. Philly, I did that game. And Dallas, I did that game. So outside, in all 3 of those teams, I right now could put ahead of us. In San Francisco 1, Philly 2, and Dallas 3, with the Detroit Lions being a solid 4. So winning feels good, man. Winning feels good. Right now, we are in charge of the North, and there's no doubt about it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions. Have a good Sunday, and have a great day at work on Monday. Peace.